Chapter 18. Live without regret. Imagine being on your deathbed, thinking, I could have been more. I could have done more. It's a haunting realization, isn't it? You remember the opportunities you let pass by, and the dreams you didn't dare chase. This feeling isn't rare. Steve Jobs once said, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Many people reach the end of their lives wishing they had lived on their terms. But regrets don't have to define your future. You still have the gift of today. The weight of regret. A study from hospice nurse Bronnie Ware revealed that the most common regret of the dying is, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. Think about how often we let others' opinions shape our choices. For example, a man stays in a job he despises because it's stable. Years later, he realizes he traded his dreams for security, and the career he wanted never took off. A young woman who dreams of becoming a dancer gives up her passion because her family pressures her to pursue law school. Decades later, she watches someone else perform and wonders, what if? These regrets stem from fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, and fear of the unknown. But here's the truth. Failing is better than never trying at all. Personal stories of turning the tide. Oprah Winfrey, the power of self-belief. Oprah was fired from her first TV job as an anchor, told she was unfit for television. Instead of giving up, she turned that failure into fuel. She embraced her passion for storytelling and built a media empire that transformed millions of lives. Her lesson? Failure is just a stepping stone. The missed adventure. Picture this. A man in his 60s tells his grandchildren about how he always wanted to travel the world. He dreamed of visiting the Eiffel Tower and climbing the Great Wall of China, but never did because life got in the way. Now his health doesn't allow it. He wishes he'd saved less for material things and more for experiences. Let this serve as a reminder. Do it while you can. Here are quotes to inspire action. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Lewis Carroll. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. Mark Twain. A life lived in fear is a life half lived. Unknown. Embrace your power to choose. Every day, you make choices that either bring you closer to fulfillment or further from it. Will you finally write that book? Will you start the fitness journey you've postponed for years? Will you forgive someone or tell a loved one how much they mean to you? A woman once shared that after surviving cancer, she started saying yes to her dreams, learning how to surf, traveling solo, and volunteering at shelters. Her wake-up call? Life is fleeting, and dreams don't wait forever. What can you do today? Take risks, even if you're scared. Think about J.K. Rowling, rejected 12 times before Harry Potter found a publisher. Had she given up, the world would have missed a magical phenomenon. Live for yourself. Stop seeking validation from others. Walk away from toxic relationships, unfulfilling jobs, and societal expectations that don't align with your dreams. Create your legacy. Legacy isn't just what you leave behind when you die. It's the impact you make while you're alive. Mentor someone, give back, and touch lives. Reflection time. Picture your future self looking back on today. Will they thank you for the decisions you made? Or will they wish you had done more? It's okay to be scared, to fail, or to feel uncertain. But it's not okay to live a life of regret. Start small. Start now. Build a life so fulfilling that when the end comes, you can confidently say, I lived my truth. The clock is ticking. What will you do with your time? Please help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. Thanks for inspiring us to create more content for you. As you work to unlock your creative potential, you might encounter self-imposed limiting beliefs. These are the invisible barriers we create in our minds. Thoughts telling us that we're not good enough, that we'll fail, or that our dreams are unrealistic. These beliefs can hold us back from realizing our full potential, but they are not the truth about who we are or what we are capable of. I've had my own struggles with limiting beliefs. I remember telling myself I wasn't good enough to pursue certain dreams. I believed I lacked the skills or talent to succeed. But then I realized something important. These beliefs were simply perceptions shaped by past experiences, not facts about my abilities. Once I started challenging those beliefs, I opened up a whole new world of possibilities. The first step in overcoming limiting beliefs is to recognize them for what they are: false stories we tell ourselves. Once you identify these beliefs, question them. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have that supports this belief? Challenge the negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Instead of saying, I can't, say asterisk, I can and I will. Asterisk. Another important step is to embrace failure. Everyone fails at some point. It's part of the process. Mistakes are opportunities for growth. When you fail, ask yourself what you can learn from it and how you can improve. Don't let setbacks define you or limit your potential. Finally, replace negative self-talk with empowering statements. Visualize your success and let that image drive you toward your goals. Believe in yourself and your abilities. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the belief that you can achieve them. Overcoming limiting beliefs is not easy, but it's necessary for personal growth. It's about changing the narrative you tell yourself and stepping into your true potential. Chapter 19. Manage stress effectively. Stress is inevitable in life, but how we manage it can significantly impact our well-being. While it may seem counterintuitive, one of the best ways to combat mental stress is by putting physical stress on your body through exercise. Exercise doesn't have to mean hitting the gym hard every day. It can be something as simple as walking the dog, dancing around your living room, or taking the stairs instead of the elevator. The key is consistency. Regular movement releases endorphins, your body's natural stress relievers, which can help reduce anxiety and improve your mood. One instance I recall is when I was juggling multiple projects and found myself overwhelmed. The more I stressed about it, the less productive I became. But after going for a short run, I found that I could think more clearly and manage my responsibilities with ease. That little burst of physical stress helped me break the cycle of mental overload. Another way to manage stress is through your diet. What we eat profoundly affects how we feel. I remember when I was eating processed foods and sugary snacks to cope with stress, only to find that my energy levels and mood fluctuated throughout the day. I soon learned that a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains could make a huge difference. These foods provide the nutrients that stabilize blood sugar levels and help the body handle stress more effectively. Lastly, practicing mindfulness can be a game changer in managing stress. Mindfulness helps to ground you in the present moment and steer your mind away from stress-inducing thoughts. Whether through meditation, yoga, or simply sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, mindfulness allows you to find peace amid chaos. Remember, you don't have to manage stress perfectly. It's about finding the strategies that work best for you and being consistent in using them. Take ownership of your life. Imagine you're the captain of a ship. Every decision you make, big or small, steers the course of your life. But what happens when you let someone else take the wheel? You drift, lose direction, and eventually end up somewhere you never intended to go. This is what happens when we don't take ownership of our lives. We blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for where we are. But here's the truth. No one is coming to save you. The power to change your life lies in your hands. Why ownership matters. Taking ownership isn't about blaming yourself for everything. It's about recognizing that your actions or inactions shape your reality. When you own your choices, you reclaim your power to change them. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." He didn't blame the world for his challenges. He took responsibility, learned, and persisted until he succeeded. Stories of ownership and transformation. The turnaround, a tale of accountability. John, a man stuck in a dead-end job, spent years blaming the economy and his boss for his unhappiness. One day, he decided to take ownership. He started learning new skills online, applied for better opportunities, and within a year, landed his dream job. The difference? He stopped waiting for external change and became the change. The health wake-up call. Samantha always blamed her weight on genetics. But after a health scare, she took responsibility. She started small, swapping sugary drinks for water, walking every day, and cooking at home. Over 2 years, she lost 50 pounds and gained a new sense of confidence. Her journey wasn't about perfection. It was about consistent effort and ownership. Practical steps to take ownership. 1. Stop making excuses. Excuses are the chains that hold you back. Instead of saying, I don't have time to exercise, say, I haven't made it a priority. Shift your mindset from excuses to solutions. 2. Set clear goals. Without a destination, you'll wander aimlessly. Write down your goals, whether it's saving money, learning a new skill, or building stronger relationships. Break them into actionable steps. 3. Take small daily actions. Change doesn't happen overnight. Small, consistent actions build momentum. If you want to write a book, commit to writing just 1 page a day. In a year, you'll have 365 pages, enough for a novel. 4. Own your failures. Failure isn't the end, it's feedback. When something doesn't work out, analyze what went wrong, adjust your approach, and try again. Blaming others robs you of the lesson failure can teach. 5. Celebrate wins. Ownership isn't just about fixing mistakes. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each win reinforces your ability to shape your life. Quotes to empower you. You are always one decision away from a completely different life. The moment you take responsibility for everything in your life is the moment you can change anything in your life. Hal Elrod, own your life, or someone else will. Reflection time. Think about an area in your life where you feel stuck. What excuses are holding you back? What small action can you take today to reclaim control? It's easy to let fear, doubt, or past mistakes paralyze you. But remember, you're the author of your story. Every chapter is a chance to rewrite the narrative. Start today. Take ownership. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 19. Mastering the Art of Resilience. Life is unpredictable, often throwing curveballs when we least expect them. It's in these moments of challenge and uncertainty that resilience becomes our greatest ally. But what does it mean to be resilient? It's not about avoiding pain or pretending everything is fine. Resilience is about adapting, growing, and thriving despite adversity. The power of resilience. Imagine a tree in the middle of a storm. While the winds howl and the rain beats down, the tree bends but doesn't break. Resilience is the ability to weather life's storms and emerge stronger on the other side. Take J.K. Rowling's story, for example. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, she was a single mother, rejected by multiple publishers, and battling depression. Instead of giving up, she persevered. Her resilience turned her struggles into one of the most inspiring success stories of our time. Why resilience matters. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. Every setback teaches a lesson, builds strength, and prepares you for the next challenge. Without resilience, fear of failure can paralyze you, robbing you of opportunities for growth. Building resilience, practical strategies. 1. Change your perspective. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Adversity often holds valuable lessons that can shape your character and direction. 2. Practice self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things go wrong. But remember, mistakes are part of being human. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a friend in tough times. 3. Develop a growth mindset. A resilient person believes they can improve through effort and learning. Embrace challenges as opportunities to grow rather than threats to avoid. 4. Build a support network. You don't have to face hardships alone. Surround yourself with people who encourage and uplift you. Whether it's friends, family, or mentors, having a strong support system makes challenges easier to bear. 5. Take care of your body and mind. Resilience starts with self-care. Exercise regularly, eat well, and get enough sleep. Practice mindfulness or meditation to stay grounded during stressful times. Stories of resilience. The fighter. Daniel, a small business owner, lost everything during an economic downturn. Instead of giving up, he started over, learning new skills and adapting his business to the digital age. Today, his company is thriving, and his journey inspires others facing similar challenges. Quotes to inspire resilience. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Japanese proverb. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. Steve Maraboli. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Margaret Thatcher. A personal reflection. Think about a time when you faced a challenge. How did you respond? Did you give up? Or did you find a way to push through? Reflect on what helped you persevere and how that experience shaped you. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can develop. Each setback is an opportunity to practice resilience and prove to yourself that you're stronger than you think. Life will always have its storms, but remember, storms don't last forever. With resilience, you can not only survive, but thrive. Chapter 20. Build emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, EQ, is the secret ingredient for living a balanced and fulfilling life. It's not just about recognizing your feelings. It's about understanding them, managing them effectively, and using that understanding to build meaningful relationships. EQ is the foundation of self-awareness, empathy, and emotional resilience. Mastering it can unlock a world of personal growth and success. But what does emotional intelligence truly mean? At its core, it's the ability to understand and manage not only your emotions, but also those of others. A high EQ equips you to navigate challenges, resolve conflicts, and connect with people in a deeper, more meaningful way. Step 1. Self-awareness. The journey begins with self-awareness. Take a moment to pause during your day and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Pay attention to the emotions that surface and the thoughts they trigger. Often, our feelings are like signals, pointing to underlying needs or unresolved issues. For instance, I remember a time when I often felt irritable and I didn't know why. At first, I blamed external factors like workload or the weather. But after reflecting, I realized I was overwhelmed because I wasn't prioritizing my responsibilities effectively. This simple realization helped me take control of my schedule and reduce stress. Step 2. Emotional regulation. Once you become aware of your emotions, the next step is learning to regulate them. Emotional regulation isn't about denying or suppressing your feelings. It's about managing them in a healthy way. When emotions like anger or sadness arise, take a moment to breathe, process them, and choose a constructive response. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Anger or frustration is natural. Instead of letting those emotions take over, you could remind yourself, I can't control the traffic, but I can control my reaction. This small shift in perspective can change how you handle stressful situations. Step 3. Cultivate empathy. Empathy is the bridge that connects your emotions with those of others. It's not just about understanding what someone else is feeling. It's about truly seeing the world through their eyes. This ability can transform your relationships, making them more supportive and fulfilling. I once had a friend who was distant and unresponsive during a tough time in my life. Initially, I felt hurt, thinking they didn't care. But when I took the time to talk with them, I discovered they were dealing with their own struggles. Empathy helped me shift my perspective, and instead of feeling resentful, I became a source of support for them. Step 4. Strengthen your social skills. A key aspect of emotional intelligence is effectively communicating your feelings and understanding those of others. Practice active listening, not just hearing words, but fully engaging with the other person. Use open body language, maintain eye contact, and ask thoughtful questions to show you care. For example, instead of reacting defensively in a disagreement, try saying, I hear what you're saying, and I want to understand your perspective better. This approach fosters trust and respect, even in challenging situations. Emotional intelligence in action. Think of emotional intelligence as a tool set that allows you to approach life's ups and downs with grace. Consider the story of Lisa, a young entrepreneur. Early in her career, she struggled with self-doubt and often lashed out at her team when things went wrong. After committing to improving her EQ, she learned to identify her triggers, manage her stress, and build stronger relationships with her team. Over time, This not only improved her business, but also transformed her personal life. Why emotional intelligence matters. Building emotional intelligence isn't just about improving yourself. It's about creating a ripple effect in the world around you. When you approach life with empathy, self-awareness, and understanding, you inspire others to do the same. You become a source of calm in chaos, a guide in uncertainty, and a pillar of support for those around you. As you continue your journey of personal growth, remember that emotional intelligence is a skill, not an inherent trait. It takes practice, patience, and dedication to master. But the rewards, stronger relationships, improved decision-making, and a deeper connection to yourself and others are worth the effort. So take the first step today. Pay attention to your emotions, reflect on your interactions, and commit to becoming the best version of yourself. Building emotional intelligence is a lifelong journey, but with every step forward, you'll find yourself closer to a life of balance, fulfillment, and authentic connection. Emotional intelligence is a game changer in personal growth and relationships. It's not just about understanding emotions. It's about using that understanding to improve your life and the lives of those around you. Start by recognizing your emotions. Each feeling you experience is a signal, like a guide, trying to help you understand yourself better. Maybe you feel frustrated at work or in a relationship. Instead of brushing it off, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? This curiosity helps uncover the real reasons behind your emotions and empowers you to address them effectively. Next, focus on managing your emotions constructively. When you feel anger, sadness, or frustration, pause and take a deep breath. This isn't about ignoring those feelings. It's about choosing how you respond. For example, instead of yelling during an argument, calmly express your perspective. This approach strengthens your relationships and builds trust. Finally, develop empathy. Learning to see the world through someone else's eyes deepens connections and fosters mutual respect. When someone shares their struggles, listen without interrupting. By showing you truly understand, you create bonds that stand the test of time. Emotional intelligence takes practice, but the rewards are immense. It enhances your ability to navigate challenges, build meaningful relationships, and grow into the person you want to be. Start today. Your future self will thank you. In the pursuit of self-improvement, it's easy to get caught up in the big picture. You set lofty goals, envision grand achievements, and focus on the ultimate destination. But here's a secret. True growth lies in the small, everyday victories. Celebrating those small wins isn't just a feel-good moment. It's a powerful way to build momentum and stay motivated on the road to your dreams. Every day, you make choices, overcome obstacles, and push yourself, even in ways that might seem insignificant at the time. Think about it. Maybe you finally got out of bed earlier to seize the day, resisted the urge to procrastinate on an important task, or chose to take a short walk instead of skipping exercise altogether. These might not feel like monumental accomplishments, but they are victories nonetheless. Each one is a step forward, a piece of the puzzle that brings you closer to the bigger picture. I remember a phase in my life where everything felt stagnant. No matter how hard I worked, it seemed like I wasn't achieving the results I wanted. It was disheartening. But then, a mentor shared a piece of advice that changed my perspective. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. I started reflecting on the seemingly minor things I had accomplished. Finishing one chapter of a book, making time to call a friend, even organizing my workspace. The more I acknowledged those wins, the more motivated I felt to keep going. Here's the thing. Celebrating small victories isn't about boasting or indulgence. It's about recognizing your effort, resilience, and commitment to becoming better. Self-recognition matters. When you pause to celebrate, you're sending yourself a message. My work matters. My progress matters. I matter. Think about a child learning to walk. Every wobbly step is met with cheers and encouragement. Those small milestones fuel their confidence to keep trying. As adults, we often forget to give ourselves that same encouragement. Instead of cheering ourselves on, we tend to focus on what we haven't done, what's still left to achieve. But the truth is, every step forward deserves recognition, even if it's just a quiet acknowledgement to yourself. Chapter 22. Embrace lifelong learning. The key to lifelong growth is never stopping your learning process. No matter how much you already know, there is always something new to discover. Lifelong learning isn't just about acquiring knowledge, but about maintaining a mindset of curiosity, openness, and growth. I remember when I was stuck in a routine, feeling like I knew everything I needed to succeed. But once I shifted my mindset to embrace learning every day, I began to see opportunities everywhere. I started reading articles, listening to podcasts, and engaging in conversations that opened my mind to new ideas. Even a few minutes each day can make a huge difference. Lifelong learning doesn't require huge time commitments. It's as simple as dedicating a few minutes each day to something new. Whether it's reading a book, watching a documentary, or even having a conversation with someone who has different perspectives, learning broadens your horizons and challenges your assumptions. It encourages growth, and it keeps life exciting. Every day is an opportunity to grow, and you should approach each one with the mindset of a learner. When you make learning a lifelong habit, you'll find that your knowledge, skills, and understanding of the world continue to expand, bringing new opportunities for personal and professional growth. Chapter 23. Nurture your inner strength. Your inner strength is the quiet, persistent force that fuels your resilience, determination, and self-belief. It's not about physical power. It's about having the courage to rise after every fall, to keep going when the road gets tough, and to believe in yourself when the world seems uncertain. Start by acknowledging your strengths. Often, we're so focused on our weaknesses that we forget to appreciate what we're already good at. Recognize your talents, your resilience, and the obstacles you've already overcome. Those are proof of your inner strength. Building resilience is another important aspect of nurturing your inner strength. Life isn't always easy, and setbacks are inevitable. But with resilience, you can thrive within stress and adversity. It's not about avoiding the challenges, but learning how to bounce back from them. Be patient with yourself. And remember that failure is often the first step toward success. Lastly, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same care and understanding you would offer a close friend. Replace self-criticism with self-encouragement. You're doing the best you can, and that's more than enough. By nurturing your inner strength, you'll be ready to face whatever challenges come your way. Today, we explored powerful lessons that can transform the way you live and grow. First, we delved into the regret of giving up too soon. A reminder to persevere even when things get tough. Life is full of challenges, but giving up only leads to missed opportunities and lingering what-ifs. Instead, embrace failure as a stepping stone to success and push forward with determination. We also discussed the importance of celebrating small victories. These little moments of achievement, no matter how minor they seem, build momentum, strengthen your confidence, and remind you that progress is happening every day. By recognizing these wins, you train your mind to focus on growth and positivity, keeping motivation alive. Finally, we touched on emotional intelligence. Understanding your emotions, regulating them, and empathizing with others are essential skills for personal and professional success. When you master your emotions, you navigate life's challenges with grace, improve your relationships, and unlock your true potential. These lessons are just the beginning. Growth is a continuous journey, and every step matters. Make today the day you take action. Learn something new and celebrate the effort you're putting into becoming the best version of yourself. Make sure to check out our channel for more inspiring audiobooks, uploaded daily to help you on your journey of growth and mastery. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Peak Mind Audio and stay tuned for more empowering content every day.